Hi everyone, this is Ibrahim Shishavar, and this is the first video that I'm making in a segment on the debate that Mehdi Hassan from Al Jazeera had with Richard Dawkins, and I encourage you to watch it. It's good to watch. It's not really fulfilling because both sides, and I think you know Mehdi Hassan. He's an interviewer and journalist, and he has this program on Al Jazeera called Head to Head, and I think it's a weekly program where they bring people and they debate different topics. And there's this program where he debates Richard Dawkins, and it's such basic and obvious issues that they debate, and it's such low level and things that they discuss that it's not really interesting. It's just, I think what I'm going to show you is just to show how I think simple-minded Richard Dawkins talks about these things, despite the fact that he's the most famous atheist in the world. So I encourage you and urge you to watch it, and there's some parts that I've chosen that I'm going to make short segments on, and I'm going to discuss them. The first part is where he discusses the fact that if you believe some sort of miracle in Islamic ideology, it's kind of stupid. So I'll show you the part, and then I'll come back and discuss it. So see you in a few minutes. Bye.
You cite lots of evidence for the bad things religion's done. What I wonder is, if you were being fair, wouldn't you have also included some of the good things that religion's done?
My passion is for scientific truth. I don't much care about what's good and evil, actually. I care about what's true. Do you actually believe in your Muslim faith? Do you believe that Muhammad split the moon in two? Do you believe that Muhammad flew to heaven on a winged horse, for example? I pay you the compliment of assuming that you don't.
No, I do. I believe in miracles.
You believe that?
Yes.
You believe that Muhammad went to heaven on a winged horse?
Yes, I believe in God. I believe in miracles. I believe in revelation. The point here is that let's assume I'm wrong, Richard. I'm wrong.
Let's
assume I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm happy to concede that, Richard. I'm happy to concede it. I'm wrong. All religions are wrong. God does not exist. We're all mad. The issue is, we exist.
So there you saw how Richard Dawkins talks about the fact that he asks Mehdi a question. He says that, do you believe in the fact that somebody can fly on a winged horse up into the heavens? And he says that I'll grant you the fact that you probably don't believe in this thing because it's so stupid and so unscientific to believe in such a scenario where somebody can fly on a winged horse up into the heavens, that it's impossible for someone who's an intelligent academic, famous journalist like Mehdi Hassan to believe in such a strange fictional story. And Mehdi Hassan replies that no, I believe in it, and I believe in miracles. And Dawkins is astonished, and he's surprised to hear that somebody could believe in it. But it's such a stupid note. I don't want to say stupid. It was wrong for me to say it, but it was it was such an obvious point that when you believe in the Creator and you believe in some being that has created everything out of nothing, and by His will, and Dawkins knows that Mehdi Hassan is a Muslim, and at the start of the video he says that I don't really know much about the God in Islam, and that's something to talk about as well, because if you don't know that much about Islam, if you don't know the first thing about Islam, which is Islam's belief in God and how Islam defines the Creator, and so if you don't know these things, then at least take some time to start to study the first basic thing about something, and then criticize it, and then name it as evil. So, or whether it's the most evil or not. So I'm not going to talk about it because Dawkins talks about Islam less than people like Hitchens and Sam Harris. So all I wanted to say is this: that when he knows, but he knows enough. He knows enough to know that they believe in God and they believe in the Creator and they believe in they're created out of everything out of nothing, and whatever the Creator wills, it will be. So if it wants a flying horse, it will be. It wants a normal horse, it wants a bird, or just a flying, or whatever. He can create it as soon as it wills it. But so Richard Dawkins thinks that it's really, really stupid to believe in the being of a flying horse. But it's not really that stupid, or it is stupid, but not as in the same degree of stupidity and unscientificness as to believe in to believe in a flying horse. But it's less stupid. It's less unintelligible to believe in a being that created everything out of nothing. And that's impossible, because when you believe in the Creator, everything is a miracle and everything can happen. When you believe in some being that has created everything out of nothing and out of its own will and out of in any shape and form that it wants, then the normal horse, the bird, the blades of grass, the trees, a single drop of water, everything is just as much as a miracle as the flying horse or anything else that you can imagine, or a pony, or unicorns, or so in this world, unicorns can be, fairies can be, leprechauns can be, the tooth fairy, or whatever you believe in. Imagine, which is possible. It's completely believable if the Creator wants it. Whether the Creator has created it or not is one debate, but whether it can be created or not, it's not debatable. It can be created if the Creator wants it to be, wills it to be. So the problem that I have with what Dawkins is trying to say is that he doesn't debate Mehdi's notion of a Creator and God as being the most stupid thing and unscientific belief in Mehdi's ideology. It's the fact that Mehdi believes in a flying horse taking someone to the heavens, which is the most amazing thing that Dawkins can't believe that someone like Mehdi would accept as possible. So, and that is and that's the contradiction in what Dawkins is saying, because as soon as you believe in God, then things like this are acceptable. Now you can debate that believing in God is stupid or something, but when somebody that's the level and that's the basic fundamental. It's like, I'll try to say it like this: it's stupid to believe in the Creator and not believe in the fact that He can create a flying horse and take someone into the heavens, or anything else, for a matter of fact. And the next thing that I think is so unscientific to believe in the flying horse. Well, in this part, because evolution is not my specialty and I don't know what it says that much. I've studied about it, but there's definitely some areas which I don't understand. But is it really so impossible to believe in the flying horse? He says that there is absolutely no evidence that a God exists, and I'm going to talk about this in my next segment. But we have evidence, we have creatures like horses, and we have birds. So why is it impossible to believe? And evolution is that something can compromise and can can adapt to the surroundings and can change. A single cell has formed human beings. So this range of change, when you believe in this range of change, is it impossible to believe that a flying horse, we have birds, we have horses, is it impossible to believe that there can be a flying horse? Completely impossible to believe, just because there is none now, or we haven't found any now. And that's not scientific thinking. I think that if you believe in evolution, whether if you believe in God, then certainly the flying horse can exist if the God wills it. But if you even if you believe in evolution and that is your only source for, that is your only explanation for anything, I think flying horse is completely probable, not even possible, probable that it could have existed or may exist in the future if the conditions are proper. Because we have, as I said, we have horses, we have birds, and the amount of changes that he's looking at such a simple thing. If I haven't seen it, then it doesn't exist, and it cannot exist, and it's unbelievable. We see so many different things in this world. There are a combination of different aspects of different things, and we accept them as being, it's completely natural, and then we make philosophies about like evolution, we make theories about them. But just when we hear about something that we haven't seen, it's impossible to exist. With this theory of evolution, if somebody doesn't believe in God, doesn't believe in evolution, still there's a chance, not just a probable chance that which exists in every different theory. No, because as I said, we have horses and we have birds, and they may have been and it may have gone extinct. But to believe it is evolution, and so I'm saying, if you don't believe in God and you don't believe in evolution, still there's a probability, because we have creatures like it, and we have creatures which were maybe even stranger that have gone into extinction. So why is it impossible to believe that something like a flying horse could have existed and has gone extinct? But if you believe in evolution, it is much, much, much more probable for this thing to have existed or to exist in the future. You can't say unscientific. When you say unscientific, it must mean, whether he realizes or not, what comes to mind when you say unscientific is completely impossible to exist. Okay? Not improbable, or we haven't found out yet, or something like this. In today's society, when you say something, because science, in the sense that, natural science and chemistry and physics, like these, have become the very foundation of everything that we say. Whenever we say something that is not in these things, it's unscientific, as we say, as it's completely the most unintelligible and unlogical and stupid thing to say. It doesn't make any kind of sense. When you say something, all these notions and all the meanings that all these words have been compressed into one word, unscientific. So when he says unscientific, it means impossible, and don't say stupid things, Mehdi or whoever says these things. But I'm saying that when you believe, it's not unscientific, it's completely wrong. So that was the part about Mehdi Hassan's debate. This is the first part of this segment that I'm making, and hopefully I'll make the second part soon, and see you soon. I'll try to make the videos short so you won't be tired from watching them. So hope to see you soon, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'd like to hear your comments. Bye.